Survived the night. It's definitely a chilly one.
So our site is roughly between 6,000 and 7,000 feet above sea level. I'm not too sure if that would affect you too much, but I'm going to tell you, last night I had some most craziest hypnotic dreams. I'm going to talk to you in just a little bit.
Had to move my Jeep from where it was because it was a cesspool. I'm just gonna make some tea this morning because I don't feel like drinking coffee. Come on. Blue flame. Blue flame. Heat that vaporizer tube up enough. There we go. Oh shit. So we're gonna be doing some test panning in here to see Feeder Creek coming down from the mountain. Just bringing down anything. Should be able to find it in here. Lots of quartz, lots of rusty quartz. Yeah, got the good old Gold Rush nugget bucket. Dave hates this, but I think it's awesome. Dave doesn't know it yet, but I'm gonna be getting all the nuggies. All the nuggies. Gotta make sure not chucking out no nuggies. Not sure where Dave went. He's on a mission somewhere. This time of year, this water's so cold. Look at that piece of quartz. Alright, it's a good sample. Nada. No black sands or nothing.
I don't know what exactly to tell you, but sometimes when I'm out somewhere, I just get a bad energy vibe that something just isn't quite right. Maybe it's just the way this land is laid out. Where we are staying on that little plateau and the valley kind of comes up towards us, it almost acts like a big speaker in a sense that at nighttime, when the sun goes down and everything's quiet, you can start to hear everything. You hear trees falling in the bush from all over. You hear rocks coming down the mountains. But what makes it worse is that you almost start to hear things outside, like right outside of your tent. And you're laying there in your cot and you're thinking, is there something out there? Is my mind playing tricks on me? I try to doze off and then I get up, and I try to doze off and I get up. But what really did it to me, and I'm pretty sure I was dreaming because in the morning I didn't find any evidence to back it up. But in my dream, I felt like I heard something right outside my tent, like a bear. And I felt like this snoot or this nose pushed through my tent into my back and nudged me. And that's when I got up. And I jumped like right up out of my cot. And I stood there like in fear and panic, grabbing whatever weapons I could, because I didn't know if this was a dream, if it was real. But it turned out to be nothing, because there was no sort of tracks or anything outside of this tent. But I had the most creepiest feeling all night. Not the best sleep. Like I said, I don't know if the altitude between 7,000 feet can start playing tricks on you, but something about this place just freaked me right out. This is some beautiful country here. Dave just called me up, bushwhacked through the woods, found a digger hole. And he found like a little test loose box.
Expanded metal.
Yeah.
No matting.
It's interesting to see the setup. Made out of tin. That's all aluminum. Yeah, you probably gotta dig down to you, find some gravels or something. However much that is. All right, Dave's up top a little ways, 100 meters and 50 meters. Digging into the side of the hill. I got back down by the road. Probably gonna take my pick and just cut a cross section through to see what the material is like. Oh yeah, it's all clay. See if I can move this rock. Move some dirt. There's not a lot of water in here. Except in my hole where my rock was. Nothing, possibly some microscopic pieces right there. That's about it. Some beautiful rusty quartz samples. Nothing that has any visible tracers of gold. So the light's not exactly perfect. Got the solar blanket up. Using the Dometic cooler has been a lifesaver. 85% overnight, even with this light, producing 94 watts. 2 hours to fully charge. Cooking up some burgers because Dave said you're not having hot dogs again.
Right.
So said I'm giving you a burger, but you have to cook it. I'm like, fine, I'm game.
Works for me.
Hot dogs is just cheap and dirty, but as Dave says, it's boring. And I was actually sick of eating hot dogs after lunch today. So burger is definitely a nice choice. Doesn't matter. You either have to eat them or go in the garbage when I get home. One of the two.
That water's already getting hot.
It was another cold night. Still had some weird dreams. Had an uneasy feeling again. There's just some places you go to and you just get like a bad vibe, like you shouldn't be there. This was definitely one of those places where I felt that. And it's not something I get all too often. It just, something about being there just really, I don't know, I can't really explain it, but kind of felt good to pack up, start making our way back down the mountain. I was a little disappointed at first. We did some prospecting, checked out the claim. We didn't have a lot of time to be really poking around and really start exploring. A few reasons were basically on the road and everything else is really dense bush and a big cliff going down to the bottom. But we know there's gold here. Right in front of me is a gold mine that's got a chain across it, letting you know that you're not allowed in because it's an active mine site. And then of course there's another active mine site right there. But all in all, it felt good to get out. This was the longest trip I took with my JK so far, and it seemed to work good, no issues. Because this was probably there and back about 800 kilometers. But if you're ever in the area, this Fort Steele Resort is really great to camp at. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. And I want to know if you guys been to any places that really freaked you out as well.